This is Cinderella Stories with Ash and Sav. I'm Savannah Hamilton. This is, of course, Ashley Docking. We are so excited to be back. We made some changes to the show. All I know is that this is, for sure, your girlfriend's new favorite podcast. But Ashley, tell the people then why.
Tell the people. Okay, so obviously you guys really had positive feedback for us when we did the Women's March Madness tournament trial, if you will. We always had an inkling that we wanted to make it a full women's sports podcast across the board. If they're playing it, we're talking about it. Mm-hmm. If there's a story, we're going to be there weighing in. And so this just seemed like the perfect time because, you know, there's been some changes in our lives.
Yeah, quite a few changes.
I don't know if you heard. But yeah, I'm excited to be back in the studio and like getting it going.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that like what people don't know about the backstory a little bit of Cinderella Stories as well is the fact that, first of all, it was never called Cinderella Stories originally. Mm-hmm. We had another podcast called Personality Hires, which we played tongue in cheek with. And that was always an all women's podcast. We recorded that back in February. Yeah. And then Ashley's brilliant idea was, hey, let's just do a podcast to cover the Women's March Madness tournament. So we just stuck to women's basketball. But here we are bringing it back to all women's sports because honestly, they need a voice. Like they need a voice in this space that has no guardrails. And so I'm excited to like deep dive into it. But like you touched on it just a second, there's some changes happening for both of us, but definitely for me.
Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by sports in your career.
I would call it victimized, but yeah, there's some changes for sure. There's some changes for sure.
Savannah Hamilton, please talk to us because, okay, I know that you have something that you want to say from the heart, but I really just want to know like how you're doing because I've been in this industry for a long time. Mm-hmm. You know, you have as well. It's almost, they talk about it as a rite of passage when you like lose a job that you love.
Yes.
And it's tough. And you can know that it's coming. You can not know that it's coming. You can understand the decision. You can not understand the decision. Disagree, agree. There's so many emotions. So like, how are you? Which is like the real question, honestly, because I think sometimes we think we process things and then we need time to really like actually process
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think like just talking to you, like honestly, like for sure, like one thing about me is that my job is never my identity. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where people get tripped up. No, for real. Like my job's not my identity.
It's not who I am, it's what I do.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I think people get that mixed up and the lines blurred, especially in our industry where your personality is what's like forwarding the conversation most of the time. It's like what's leading the audience into the experience of the game, et cetera, et cetera. Like
they think they know you.
They think they
but
know
they
you.
have no idea.
You have no idea.
I thought you were going to have it.
I didn't have that. I'm like, where are you going with this one? They think and they have nothing.
No idea. I hope you're hungry. For nothing.
Anyways, yeah. So with that said, there is something that I do want to share. I really thought about it because when we talked about this before, back in All-Star Weekend, I was like, Ashley, I don't want to address it. I'm so over it. I want to move on. I don't want to talk about it. I'm fine. I swear.
Fine.
I'm fine. But then I thought about it over the weekend. Yeah. I had a long drive solo up to a cottage. And I was like, you know what? There is something that I want to say because there is something that definitely does not just affect me right now. Okay. But it is part of my story that I'm going through. Okay. So with that said,
talk to them.
Let me talk to the people then. Let me talk to our audience, especially the audience that is following me from the Raptors to Cinderella Stories because trust me, I've seen the comments, I've seen some stuff, and I appreciate everybody who's like literally even on both of our channels, like on this journey with us as we kick off a new chapter for both of us.
Yes.
And so basically I wanted to just start by saying that this isn't really about me. It's about change that like honestly so many people are going through this very moment in their careers, in this economy, and especially in media.
Yes.
And I just so happen to be public facing. So I think what you're really witnessing here is what it looks like to navigate change in real time. So Sportsnet and I, obviously we parted ways, but I want to be clear that there is no hard feelings. It's a business. And honestly, this is the career that I signed up for. You signed up for. We all signed up for. I went to school for.
Did we?
Exactly.
Like, did I know?
But what I focus on, honestly, like the most, more than like anything else, is opportunity. The opportunity I had to cover the team I watched growing up with my dad. Night after night, October through playoff season. Sometimes there was no playoff season. I had a chance to be the voice and tell stories and bring fans just a little bit closer to the game. And not everybody gets to do one NBA season. I got the chance to do 3, and I got that call when I was only 26 years old. And coming out of a pandemic in 2022, I started in the CEBL, the Raptors 905, and I was reporting, if lucky, in front of 5,000 people on a good night.
Right.
And then you go from that to suddenly reporting in front of 20,000 people in an arena.
At Big Bank.
At a big bank.
At
and
Big Bank.
At least 100,000 more people watching at home. So yeah, there was highs, there was lows, there's definitely some growing pains, and there was also some wins. But I think the thing that I really take away from my experience covering the Toronto Raptors on the sideline is the fact that I found my voice and I found my backbone. And, you know, I've talked to you about so much stuff. There's so much things I had to go through. But for anybody navigating change, I just want to really reiterate that don't let it be a breakdown. Let it be a build up. And take what you've learned from that experience and let it teach you who you are. For me personally, like, you know, I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's on my Instagram bio. I am a storyteller. And I've always happened. The medium can change, but honestly, stories, they never really do. And so now I know I'm proud and I'm excited because we get to build something here with Cinderella stories, something that we could say that we own.
Yeah.
You know, it's our baby. And it's where I personally get to center the voices that I grew up around, the female athletes, the underdog stories, the overlooked greatness. And, you know, it's personal for me because I come from a family of athletes. My twin sister just signed to a Euro Cup team.
Let's go, twin.
My little sister, who's in the building right now, she was the captain of Boston University's track and field team.
Let's go, Asia.
Gold medalist over there.
Let's go, Asia.
And 2 of my aunts played professional basketball, and one of them was one of the first Canadians ever to be involved with the WNBA. She actually had a training camp with the Houston Comets.
She's a legacy girl.
Exactly.
Savannah's a legacy girl. Don't you forget it.
You know, and I have my own career, but that's not about me right now. Like, but my point is basically like, how could I not tell our stories? Like, that's the real thing that I really like thought about. And, you know, this isn't some hard goodbye to the NBA. It's probably going to be like a see you in a minute. I don't know when that minute's going to be. It might be sooner than you think. But until then, I'm keeping an open mind. And of course, an open mic.
The
cheesy.
ChatGPT ate on that
No,
one.
that was not ChatGPT. I swear to God. I swear to God, it was not ChatGPT on that one. That was me. Okay? But honestly,
A poet.
Not to sound corny and to get on with the show, I just want to say, let's navigate change together.
Thank you, Savannah. That was really nice. I was like tearing up for a second when you were talking about your dad. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize how difficult this industry can be.
Yeah.
And I think that you've handled this departure with a lot of grace. It's not an easy thing to do because there's a lot that you want to say. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes when things like this occur. And you sometimes have moments where you want to go scorched earth.
Yeah.
And you want to just be like, and another thing.
Yeah.
And second of all, and I actually have a question that I'd like to address the class. If someone can call on me today. Thank you. But I think that you've handled yourself quite well. And the one thing on like just to advance that conversation too is like we're seeing a lot of the sideline reporter erasure.
Yes.
And I think that is super concerning. It's super disappointing, and particularly for women in sport, because usually when you see a broadcast, and there are more play-by-play, there are a couple analysts sweeping into the building, kind of taking up space, taking up these roles, but the vast majority of sideline reporters are women.
Yep.
And that's the space that's made for them on these larger scale stages.
Yep.
And we're seeing that kind of get pulled back. Oh, there's budget cuts. Where can we cut budget? Why is it the sideline reporter first? Why is it the sideline reporter that's expendable?
Yes.
And listen, I know that this role can be a mail-in role if you allow it to. It can be very much day in and day out. Talk to me about your offense. Talk to me about your defense. How did that feel night in and night out? But the ones who do it right, I really believe, start the broadcast off on a positive tone, get curious about things the people in the booth are talking about, and can really have those moments with players and coaches in critical times that the play-by-play and analysts just don't have access to because they're not there, and they just have different relationships with the athletes. So you know what, I'm against this sideline erasure. I'm
too.
against this women in sport erasure. And I don't understand why women and sideline reporters are seen as expendable. We fought so hard to like get a foot in the door and have a stronghold for a role in these environments.
Yeah.
And now like you noticed a bunch of like NBA teams, they either don't travel a reporter, they don't even have a sideline reporter.
Yes.
And so that's a bit concerning. So we'll be watching.
We'll be watching for sure. And I guess just like on your point, like sideline reporter, it is the vessel of communication directly from players to fans. And when you erase that, you're really almost erasing the players' voices. And I don't like that. A method of the players' voices. Yeah. Like I know there's other methods now. Players have podcasts. Pause. Deep pause there. But like, you know, ultimately, like when you're a media professional and you're trained to communicate, and you know, these athletes, not all of them went to broadcasting school. So like, how are they supposed to know how they want to convey a message if they're not trained to do it in a certain way too? Like in terms of like a audience, like for audience purposes.
Well, there's also difficult conversations that need to be had.
Exactly.
And sometimes if you're interviewing or talking to or about your peers, you don't really want to get to that nitty gritty area. But that's what journalists are for. That's what reporters are for, is to be able to ask those tough questions in moments where it feels uncomfortable and inappropriate for everyone else, but it's the right thing to do at that time.
Exactly.
And that's when you get a lot of times like the best information, the most raw stuff.
And then it's on you to relay it, like, you know, the best way possible to the audience as well. I love it.
We'll be here every week, irregardless.
All right, shall we get to
the good stuff?
Although
I will say your speech was good.
Thank you. Also, thank you for letting me have the time to say that.
It was very cute. The floor was yours. Please listen. I know you get things off your chest.
I know. I told Ashley pre-production. I was like, I got something to say. She's like, uh-oh.
I was like, finally.
Is it?
Finally. I can't be the only one that's just like running off the handle.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. EUFA Women's Euro.
Yes.
Okay. You're the soccer girly. I'm going to be continuously growing and like familiarizing myself with the sport.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, some record-breaking numbers came out of the tournament.
Talk to them.
Like for example, in the semifinal, England versus Italy had more viewers than the population of the host country itself.
Geneva.
Yep, exactly.
Switzerland.
That's 10.2 million viewership that they had for the semifinal. Keep that in mind. And then Switzerland has 8.9 million people. That's crazy. And then keep in mind, those are just the UK numbers that it was also airing in North America, but they weren't counting those. So even more basically. And the final was yesterday. Well, I should not date this. The final was Sunday. And England was facing off against Spain. England beat Spain on penalty shots 3-1. Chloe Kelly was like amazing. What did you make of that? Were you able to catch much of it, or?
This England team are my soulmates. And here's why I say this.
Okay.
They are a group of girlies with ailments. They have ailments.
They have so much ailments.
They have ailments, just like I have ailments. They have Lucy Bronze, who you're going to talk about in a second. Broken leg, playing, no issue.
I can relate to that.
Their goalie, Hannah Hampton, she cross-eyed. Had 3 surgeries when she was a kid. Whoa. Couldn't correct it. Doctors were like, don't play sports. When she was growing up, she was breaking her fingers, breaking her face because she couldn't see depth perception of the ball.
Whoa.
Champion.
Yep.
Right? You have, I think also Lucy, was it Lucy as well? Let me check mine. Miss Lucy Bronze. She was diagnosed with autism and ADHD.
What?
And she's like, it helped me with my game. You guys know I'm an ailment girly. Dyslexia.
I'm a sucker for an ailment.
Scoliosis. Dyslexia, scoliosis, broken ankle. So they have independently and all together have overcome a ton of odds. And even their manager, Serena Wiegman, was somebody who was a Dutch national. She was a superior player. She's now coached in a World Cup final for England. She's now won 2 Euros back to back with the Lionesses. It's just across the board, this team did what they needed to do and brought English football back to the pinnacle. And I think when we think about soccer, when we think about football in that regard, you do think hello, love.
Yeah.
You do think it's a wonderful day.
It's a wonderful day. Come now.
You do. I think of England. I think of the England.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean?
Creme de la creme.
To see them come back and be able to do all that despite everything that they were going through was bravo, bravo, bravo. And to get revenge on that Spanish team that they lost to in the World Cup.
Yes.
To win in the Euros. That's
10 out of
also
10.
something where they're like, okay, finally we got our lick back. We've been waiting.
Yeah, no, I think what's also really cool, so going into some specifics, like what I mentioned Chloe Kelly, like, so once again, as I'm still continuously familiarizing myself with women's soccer side of things, I was just like amazed by the stat that I came across that she scored the fastest goal, like the last goal of the tournament was also the fastest goal of the tournament. The ball was going 110 kilometers an hour. And I was like, you know, she would get a speeding ticket in most places in Canada. Like, that's how fast the ball was going. That's the speed that I drive on the 401. Like,
It's a wrecking ball.
Yeah, literally.
What are some things you'd rather stand in front of than that Chloe Kelly 110 kilometer? Was it kilometers or miles?
Kilometers.
What would you rather stand in front of than that shot?
Well, okay. Well,
man?
there's a lot of things. That's a good. Do I know this man? Is this a strange man? I would rather stand in front of the ball. I choose the ball, the bear, or the man. The ball and the bear. Anyway,
The ball, the bear, or the man. That's actually what we're renaming our podcast. So,
the ball.
welcome
bear,
to
the
the ball, the bear, or the man.
man. Always the ball and the bear.
It's always subtext. It's like veneers and buckets. The ball, the bear, the man with Ash and Sav. Welcome. Yeah, no, it was. There's not much that you can really do in situations like that. Chloe Kelly got the winner in the semifinal. Yeah. Chloe Kelly got the winner in the
and all of her teammates
equalizer in the finals.
Yeah, all of her teammates were like
quarter of semi
hyping her up.
Yeah,
like if there was anybody that would have made that shot, no sweat under pressure, it would have been her.
And she has that little hitch in her giddy up when she's taking the penalties.
Yeah, it's
too,
kind
the
of
little,
cute.
And go.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah, that game was really interesting. The penalties. So the first penalty that England took went in, and the player slipped. I believe it was. Maybe we could check who that was. I think it was Hurd.
Well, as you double check, I'll just say going to Lucy Bronze for a second. So she was playing, and you mentioned it, on a fractured tibia. And here's the thing that I don't think people know that much about me. I always say I had a knee injury in university. I had a fractured tibia. My knee injury was actually a fractured tibia, and I was playing on it in high school. I didn't even realize I was, but there's basically, it's so uncomfortable. It's like a bone chip basically floats underneath your kneecap. And I don't know if she had that exactly, but even just to do it a little bit, oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine. And something that her teammates said, that Lucy actually said, she said, I've actually played the whole tournament with a fractured tibia, and then I have a hurt knee on the other leg, and I've just been in a lot of pain. But if that's what it takes to play for England, then that's what I'll do. Yeah. And listen, this is why I love women's football. You know, obviously in North America they call it soccer, but I prefer football personally. It just makes more sense to me. But
sounds classier.
It just sounds classier. It sounds more British. And what they what makes me so amazed by these women is how tough they are. Like, I watch men's football too, and like you would swear that there's a sniper in the building.
Yeah,
at all times.
Dramatics, theatrics. Women are so emotional. Men are rolling around on the ground.
Women might have a 1-2 ow and then get up, but then they're getting up and then they're going after that person. It's actually crazy. I love it. I love to see it.
So I did find out Beth Mead, sorry girl. So she took the first penalty for England. She slipped and fell, and the ball went in. It went straight up the gut. The goaltender jumped to the side. The goalkeeper, jumped to the side, and they called it back though, because when she slipped, it was actually a double tap, and you can't hit the ball twice. So there used to be a rule where if you did that, it was immediately negated. Your shot was canceled. It counted as missed penalty, but they recently changed the rule. So you get to re-kick it and to get another opportunity. She did not score on the other opportunity. The goalkeeper was able to stop her, but it was one of those things where it's just like, if you're getting into women's soccer, if you're getting into football in general, that's one of those things you might be confused. Like, why? What happened? Like, she fell, but it went in, so just allow it. But no, because she double tapped, you have to redo it. It wasn't successful, but ultimately England won. And one of the things that people were, applauding about is that the Euro finances have increased significantly for women. When the Lionesses won in 2022, the purse was 16 million euro.
Oh, wow.
It's now the highest it's ever been this year. and it is 41 million euros. So an increase of 156% is the total purse that the women are taking home, with the winning team, the winning club, or federation, I guess I should say, taking home 5.1 million euro. However,
love that for them.
However, guess what the men's tournament?
I don't want to know.
Guess.
I don't want to
Guess
know.
how many euro the men's tournament?
I don't want to know. No.
Guess. Just pick a number. Just play. Play the game.
Play the game. The game is going to be
The game is rigged.
It's going to be like 50 million or 100 million euro or something.
Girl,
like that.
331 million.
There is a sniper in the building.
331 million euro for the men's tournament was the total prize purse. Spain won. It was in 2024, and their federation took home 28.1 million, which is like obviously half of the total prize purse for the women's game. But here's the thing, like, stop giving men money. They don't. What do they need to buy?
What are they buying?
What are they buying if not things for us?
They're not at Sephora. They're not shopping at.
Thank you. We've talked about this.
They're not buying nails.
I speak on behalf of every mid-level exception baddie. Okay.
Yes.
I do 1, 2. I don't go the full
high level.
I don't do thank you. I don't do the full shebang, but it's expensive.
It's expensive to be a woman.
Eyebrow lamination and tint. $150.
Easy.
Hair, $500.
At least.
Easy.
My hair costs $1,200 sometimes. Yeah, I said it.
A facial or two a year, maybe preferably one every quarter, $1,000. $1,000.
Yeah, I haven't got to the facial game yet for that reason.
Base makeup at Sephora. Girl, I went in, I had to redo my makeup, and I needed just like new items. I did not go crazy. I bought a primer, a foundation, a bronzer, a blush, and a brush. And the girl's like, oh, packing it all up. Is it a special occasion? I was like, no. She's like, that'll be $1,200.
1,200.
I was like, 1,200. I was like,
the zeros take you not
and that's like heavily relying on natural beauty, if I do say so myself. So stop. Men don't need the money. The girls need the 331.
We need that.
The girls
for
need
sure.
the 331 for at least a hard bristled boar brush alone.
And then we could go straight to Turkey. Straight to Turkey with that money.
Anyway, congratulations to the women's side, who also had a record attendance in person.
Yes.
Over 600,000 actually attended in Geneva, Switzerland. So the stock is on the rise. Insert boop, 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 like some kind of stock elevating. We know the women's game is like to the moon, but that's just another example of like, okay, 41 million euro, win, win, win. Men getting 331 million euro for the tournament. God, it costs a lot to be a bit mid-level baddie. Pay the girls. Personal trainer. They're athletes. Physiotherapy.
BBL.
Okay. That'd be a lot to carry around for 90 mininutes. That would be a lot to carry around for 90 minutes. So congratulations to the Lionesses for being the 2025 Euro Cup champs.
Everyone's be looking like they're on Love Island.
Yeah, crazy.
Which, by the way, shout out to my little sister. She just started getting me into it last night.
Love Island.
And I've never watched this show in my life.
I've never watched it either.
Yeah, I was like, this is the epitome of trash TV. But you should have seen me on the couch. I was so distracted.
Were you into it?
I was unfortunately so into it.
Savannah, please.
I can't wait to go back home and keep watching it tonight.
You're gonna be obsessed. You're gonna go US, UK. There's several seasons. There's like 40 episodes a season.
I know.
And there's new drama. One of the guys just cheated on a girl at a public party.
Don't say
in
that.
real life. It's all over Instagram. I know everything about Love Island. Never seen an episode. Don't ask me about my screen time.
I know.
Don't ask me about my screen time.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit, but like staying within the football realm. NSL, you obviously cover. It's important to talk about football globally.
Yeah.
There was the WAFCON tournament that also happened, and I don't want to butcher her name, but I haven't said it a whole lot.
Esther Okoronkwo.
Okay, there you go. Say it for me.
Esther Okoronkwo.
That way we'll never butcher it.
Yeah.
Talk to me about her.
Okay, so the Euros were happening. There was also the Women's African Cup of Nations taking place, and Nigeria took on Monaco in the finals, and they won 3-2. And Morocco. Excuse me. And Nigeria took on Morocco in the African Cup of Nations, and they won 3-2. And Star one of the stars of this Nigerian team, the Super Falcons, was Esther Okoronkwo. She plays for AFC Toronto in the NSL. She's been on assignment with her national team for several weeks now. She was named to the best 11 of the tournament as one of the attackers. And she is somebody who had a coming out, really and truly. We know she's good.
Yes.
Savannah, you were one of my biggest supporters when I covered the inaugural AFC Toronto game at BMO Field. It was the second game of the NSL in its history, in the league's history. And that Esther was somebody that you pointed out immediately. You're like, oh, this attacker, I like her. She's got a little something. And so you have an eye for this. Yay. So as you're trying to learn the women's football game, like, she is somebody who now will come back to AFC Toronto with even more experience, playing in harsher conditions where more is at stake, having now won the cup, and she's going to try and get her scoring title back from Miss Kaylee Hunter because she had it when she left, and Kaylee's been absolutely lighting it up. But now the two of them, AFC Toronto's be dangerous.
Oh,
danger.
And how long does the season go for?
It's till October.
So she got some time. She got some runway.
Oh, yeah. I feel like these two are going to have a little internal competition. And I know, speaking with their head coach, Marko Milanovic, every time a player is on national team assignment, when they come back, they have to sit and field questions from their teammates.
Wow.
How was it? How was the food? How were the accommodations? Do you have any stories? Was there anything funny that happened? Is there anything off the record we should know? And so she's going to be primed to do her little show and tell after just such a successful tournament and a successful run. So
that's so
we love that. This is what the NSL is for. This is exactly the reason that it's here, is to give women a place to play professional, get that experience, and then show out on different stages. And Esther, she did that.
She absolutely did that. And I'm not surprised because, like, as you mentioned, when I was watching her play, like, you don't have to be a football player to understand, like, a good player. That's a good player right there. And especially if you are already an athlete, you understand spacing, you understand, like, timing and instinct. And she just had all of it. She had such a motor on her.
Yes.
And she was so aggressive. Like, I love it. She was like a little pit bull in there. And I was like, who is this? I love her. Like, spirit animal.
Jersey.
Yeah. Jersey. Yeah. Okay. So shout out Esther. I'm so excited to continue to watch her career. And I think it's just the beginning. Like, I'm so excited for her.
Literally.
All right. We talk about football, but let's talk about football.
American football.
Yes,
please.
Some exciting news for Ash. She will be covering the USA National Championship Tournament on CBS. That's 5v5 men's, but more importantly, 5v5 women's flag football. How are you feeling? That's so exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hey, okay. A good change. We love a good change.
So I will say, one of the things I'm really bad at doing is, like, giving myself credit for things, but I think that one thing I do really well in this industry is I strategically, like, hunt for opportunities, especially being full-time freelance. So I knew that this tournament in Florida that happens every January on Martin Luther King long weekend, I was like, I want to be on that broadcast. So last year I kind of got to it a little bit late, maybe like October, November. I was like inquiring of, like, who I should talk to, who's running it, who's facilitating things from, like, a broadcast perspective. Yep. I ended up connecting with the right people, but everyone was already in place. And so I was just like, okay, well, keep me in mind for next year. I'd love to be involved, this, that, and the third. So I went, played, very mixed results, and then came back. And then the guy who's in charge, his name's Charles, he messaged me. He's like, okay, you're going to be on the broadcast next year. Mark my words, like, I'm a man of my word. And I was like, okay, like, we'll see. You take things with a grain of salt sometimes. Absolutely. Because also sometimes, and it's no ill intent, sometimes in this industry, things are in place, but something changes at a higher level and dominoes fall. And that's the effect and that's the impact. And it's the reality of the situation. If you're trying to become a broadcaster and you're young in this indindustry, sometimes it literally has nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
And it literally is just
most
the
of the
fact of the matter.
To do with you.
50-50. Anyway,
let me just live in that for a second.
Yeah, let's just marinate.
We live in that one.
Okay. So Charles was like, yeah, you're going to do hosting, pregame, postgame, halftime show. They have a little soundstage. It's live. The field's right in front. They play 5v5 flag. So yeah, I'm really excited to be involved in that because, like, I've been playing football for a really long time. My mom was like that girl
Ayy.
in flag football before anyone even really
Moms.
no seriously
Okay.
before anyone really knew it was a thing. My mom was playing 7-on-7 touch and 5v5 flag, and I remember when I was young going to gymnasiums in Scarborough and watching her and her girls run routes, run patterns, take passes, defensive slides, footwork. And I would just sit in the gym, like on a little stage, kicking my feet and like watch these girls go to work. They were national champions 10 times over. My mom played for Team Canada. She won worlds as a member of Team Canada. I have her, I'll get a picture of it for the video podcast because I have I have her playing card.
Yes, please.
From when she played too. So like
adding that to the graphics list.
It's been like in my DNA to play sports. My dad was an athlete as well. I think he did open trout for the Montreal Alouettes at one point. So like when we say we talk about sports and we know about sports, like we really do this, Sav and I, we've been doing it from a young age. But my mom actually, that snake, respectfully, Sandy, you know what you did. So she lied about the age that you could play football because she was playing touch football. And I was like, I want to get into this. This seems like fun. And she's like, yeah, no, like you have to be like 21 to play. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I'll just wait my turn. And when I'm 21, I'll da-da-da-da-da. And I turned 21. I was like, Mom, like I want to play on your team. I'm ready. They changed it to 23. And I'm just like, I was like, oh shoot, really? Like
she didn't want you playing.
No.
Why not?
Well, she was afraid I would be upstage. No, I'm just joking. No, I think that she just wanted her girls' time.
Oh, okay.
Away from being a mom.
Yeah.
Her own identity as a woman, an athlete, a player.
Why'd you put you on another team?
Because she didn't want me around, seeing her at the beer tent, having drinks with the girls, maybe shaking some ass. Which like...
Get it, Mom.
I love that for you, Sandy. But
Sandy, we understand.
So then finally she was done. She mailed it in and she's like, oh yeah, by the way, like I have a confession to make. And I'm just like, wow. It'd be your own people. You can't trust them. But
I could have had a career in this, Mom.
I could have been an Olympian.
I could have
5 years ago.
Talk about it. The Olympic part of it.
Okay, so we all saw Ray Gunn in Paris, right? The breakdancer.
Wait, this is not enough. There's not enough airtime to talk about Ray Gunn.
So we saw Ray Gunn and we saw breakdancing as an Olympic trial sport, and they do it every year or every cycle. They introduce sports and they're like, okay, do people like it? Is it going to be competitive enough? Is it going to be something that people get excited about? Turns out breakdancing. Big no, which is unfortunate because there's a lot of people that obviously love that craft. But now they're doing 2 trial sports, 6v6 lacrosse, actually lacrosse 6s, and then they're doing 5v5 flag as well. So it's gonna be LA 2028.
Hey, manifesting that you're calling it.
I'm gonna be there. Cinderella Story's gonna be there.
We're gonna be there.
But yeah, so I'm really excited, and a lot of people's. Not to belabor the point too much, I've been been asked a lot about like pathways. How do you get involved in the Olympic pathway for Team Canada? Because mark my words, flag football is the next thing for girls.
Yeah.
For girls and women. Everyone loves it. If you play it, you love it. It has a combination of all different sports all wrapped into one. It's fast. It's intense. There's high scoring. There's big plays. There's athleticism. There's minute details that you have to make sure that you're on or you're going to get burned. And the skill level is through the roof for a generation of talent, really, that hasn't been fostered in the way that it can be with other sports.
Yeah.
So the Football Canada did tryouts starting in January. They traveled to every province and did ID camps.
Okay.
Mixed results. Mixed results, I would say. I was at one of the ID camps in Toronto, and I'm not sure how you're IDing anything with the drills that they're doing.
What, really?
It's just like it's footwork. They had everyone centering.
Like the ladders?
No, like cones, like breakdown, breakdown.
Yeah.
You can't demonstrate football IQ in drills like that, and a lot of people test poorly. So anyway, they did it all over the board, across the country. They identified 50 girls to go to a training camp. From that 50, they took 25 as a player pool. And then they're breaking up those girls or women, I should say, for 3 tournaments throughout the year. They already did a series of friendlies against the US, Germany, Japan, in LA.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks, they're going to China for the World Games, August 11 to 18. That's women only. And then in September 11 to 18, IFAF, which is the official federation, like FIFA for soccer is IFAF for flag football.
Okay.
It's the America's Championship, men and women, in Panama City. So that's what they're doing. I'm under the impression that after this cycle of tournaments, there could potentially be more tryouts, but a coach has been named. Rachel Lessard, she'll be the head coach for LA 2028.
Good job, Rachel.
But it's expensive. Guess how much? I know I've been making you guess money a lot. Guess how much the girls have to pay. And I'm actually still waiting to confirm if it's per tournament or for the 3 tournaments.
I was just gonna say, like,
I think it has to be.
Is it a team fee? Is there a team fee as well on top of tournament fee?
I think it has to be like per tournament, because not all the girls are going to every tournament, because you only take 12 of the 25.
I wouldn't be able to afford going to every tournament if it's like $10,000 each.
$5,000 to $7,000 they said.
Bruh. That's hefty. It's crazy. A lot. And that includes my ticket. My
it's lodging, flight, food, fees, gear. It's everything, but it's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
And like
per tournament.
Girl, I know, and I hope it's subsidized.
We should be getting paid
because they charged $100. They charged $100 per girl for each ID camp. There was at least 100 in Toronto.
So what you're saying is
so that's $10,000. There was double or triple that in Montreal. They had to have 2 sessions.
You pay for the ID camp as well.
Yeah, of course.
How much is that?
$100.
Okay.
But then that times 100 girls.
Get serious.
In Ontario,
Get serious.
That times 250 girls.
It's
now we're like 50
money.
Say like $50K. So I'm assuming that money is going back towards the team. Subsidizing the cost. But imagine that 5 to 7 isn't even is subsidized. Imagine what it would be. Anyway, we got ways to go, but trust me, flag football is something that you want to get into.
Yes, absolutely. You gave me a perfect segue, so thank you for that. Speaking of ways to go.
This segment brought to you by Waze.
Right? Waze. Sponsor us, please. Okay, so ways to go is definitely this WNBA CBA. I feel like we've talked about this back in March even. Yeah. It was kind of on the horizon. It was gaining more traction. But here we are. When Ashley and I were in WNBA All-Star Weekend, and when we were there, we were like about to walk the orange carpet ourselves. We just been hearing like the talk. And did we slay?
And did we ever?
Did we eat?
Walk that damn carpet.
That orange carpet. Can we just do like a style segment on what we wore? We always break down with the WNBA players. Can we talk about what we wore?
Break down each other's looks. Slide.
Right? Slide. Step.
Repeat.
Exactly.
And again.
If you haven't, actually, with that said, call to action. If you've missed it, go back to our first episode and watch it, because it was vlog. Yeah, it was so fun to like be at WNBA All-Star with you, first of all. Literally, it was my first WNBA All-Star game, but like for Ashley, she's a vet with this. She's been to a couple of them, and she was showing me the ropes. She was taking me to all the fun parties. She's like your older sister, like taking you to like, well, this is where all the fun, but like the real parties are.
Yeah, this is the event, and then we're gonna go to the party, and this is the gifting suite. We're gonna go get free shit.
Yeah, and that was so fun, and we got free stuff. Like we balled out.
It was lovely.
It was great. Sephora.
Love.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I
Fancy. We gotta talk about it
today.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah. Dry wear.
Nice.
Not here.
Nice.
Thank you, Sephora.
But yeah, going back to the collective bargaining agreement for the WNBA. So right before all the players were about to walk the orange carpet themselves, they had a meeting with the WNBA commissioner and friends, aka the lawyers and stuff. And yeah, it did not go well.
Yeah.
It did not go well from everything I heard in All-Star Weekend, from the articles that came out later. Basically, nothing was resolved. There was a standstill. And from what I collected and gathered, it was like, we hear you, we see you, we understand, we're doing nothing.
It was giving call center.
Yeah.
It was giving call center. Ma'am, I understand your frustration.
Gaslight.
I understand what you're going through. I get it.
Can we say this at the same time? Like, pay these players.
I know.
Pay these players. They're making so much money for you. And like, it's not about the now, it's about the next year. Like, it's about when the 2 billion hits.
Yeah.
It's about the TV rights, the sponsorships. It's about so much more. It's about the piece of the pie. They're not asking for NBA salaries, which eventually it'll probably get there. Give it another 75 years what the NBA has.
Yeah.
But like right now, they're just asking for the same percentage, because so many professional male leagues, they get paid about 50% of all revenue that comes into the league. The WNBA is at like 9%.
9.2 or something.
9%.
Yeah.
Imagine getting paid 9% of like something. Imagine if this was Cinderella stories and I just brought in some $100,000 deal for us. But I said, you know what, Ashley? You get 9% of that. I'll give you
the table.
I'll give you a cool 9,000.
A cool $9,000.
Yeah. And if you like Sav, like F off.
Well, first of all, how are you on a first class holiday and I'm on a Jet2 holiday? But we do the same.
Jet2 holiday.
But we do the same podcast. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, like me and Nadine are in coach and Sav's up front. Absolutely not. Nadine will riot
all day long.
We will riot.
Yeah. No,
I think so. I don't think things are going to get resolved anytime soon because both sides seem to be trying to hold their ground. It's a game of chicken right now. And honestly, I think that that's to be expected. It's a business. No one's going to just roll over and say, take the lion's share of the cut because they both have reasons why they believe that they're owed that money. Mm-hmm. I think it's also important to talk about the fact that there's a difference between revenue share and profitability. Those two numbers get conflated. Everyone's very easily saying the women don't make any money. So how can you, what's 50% of nothing? Mm-hmm. It's the X amount percentage of the revenue, not the gross profit, which is something also to consider. Additionally, there really are no fast and sure books that have been shared about the W's profitability or the money that certain teams are making. The New York Liberty, for example, the Vegas Aces when they went on that run, the Fever since Caitlyn Clark arrived. All of those numbers for about half of the teams are intertwined with NBA books. Mm-hmm. And so there really isn't anything distinct that has come out and said, okay, this is the amount of money X franchise lost. The numbers that we see getting rolled around are generalizations about the league as a whole. Also, the girls are going to hold their ground. Mm-hmm. They're not scared. No. They are not scared. They know that they are the prize in this instance. Mm-hmm. The way that profiles have blown up, the way that social media channels have blown up,
stud butts,
the way that they have sponsorships, everything that they hold near and dear to them, the WNBA needs. And for the first time in the WNBA's existence, the players out-leverage the league.
Amen.
In a negotiation.
Yep.
And so I don't see them budging at any point in time.
No.
I'm not sure it's going to get to the lockout point because there is a lot to lose on both sides, but it's not the players that are going to blink first.
Yeah. I can't. I really can't. And you make a good point because like I have looked and scoured the inters of net to try to find like
every W.
Literally every W.
www.com.ca.
.www. Like literally like the zeros and the ones because like I have not found anything that's directly clear about how much revenue or loss the WNBA is really making or losing. It's just
broad spectrum figures.
Literally, and I'm working on a project that goes into like a chapter goes into like the actual like
not
revenue.
A teaser.
It's a teaser.
It's a chapter.
A little chapter.
What's in chapters?
What's a
okay,
chapter?
so there's churches and cults.
and then
there's books.
That's it. And chapters.
That's all I got.
And so I've been working on something that like I've had to do the research on. I've like had to pick up the phone. I've had to have conversations, and it's always murky. Mm-hmm. Every single time, it's always murky. And so the only thing that's really out there is the fact that the players make 9.2%. Yeah. So anyways, pay the players. It's really that simple. They're your product. Let's shift gears and use something that we both love so much about this podcast is like the stupidity. The ridiculousness,
the dotishness, as my grandma would say.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about something that has emerged on the inters of net. We all know Caitlyn Clark, right? We all know we have our feelings about Caitlyn Clark. Yeah. Well, how do you feel about Caitlyn Dark? Dun dun dun.
Girl, I can't.
Caitlyn Dark.
Yeah.
You can throw this up so you can slam it home. It's like one arm in the hoop.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Dark. Her real name is Caitlyn Cunningham. She wears Joker-inspired makeup. She's a former WNBL. It's the Australian Basketball League. She currently plays for the Rockhampton Cyclones in the NBL1 North, but she's a 39-year-old woman who's also a musician and a personal trainer. All right, take me home because this is crazy.
So she was on the internet a little while ago, and the story actually isn't about emo Caitlyn Dark. we were kind of just laughing about the fact that you don't usually see basketball players that are giving alt rock.
No.
You don't usually see an Evanescence power forward.
No.
Usually.
No.
Not generally speaking. So shout out to her for remaining true to herself and like staying within her brand and, you know, listen, living the dream for a lot of people playing professionally. But on that note, I was looking for a book for my nephews.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get them a women's sports book because just because they're boys doesn't mean they can't read about female athletes.
Obvi.
And so I just went on Amazon real quick and was like www.amazon.ca, you know, WNBA books, literature. And it was like, this came up and I need you to pull it up right now. And I need, where's Nadine and Asia? I need you to look at the link for Caitlyn Dark, the book.
Bruh. Wait, I swear they changed the cover.
To make her darker?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I swear I'm not tripping.
We'll put it up on screen. And for those listening, audio only, it's a book called Caitlyn Clark, the girl who strive for the best and never gives up. So I'm assuming this is like some kind of AI book generated or something. But the girl is, if Caitlyn was stranded on an island for 18 years and had no SPF and had, you know, West Indian roots type of tan.
Deep West Indian roots.
Girl, I need to talk to Benjamin Danielson today.
Bro.
I need to talk to Benjamin Danielson today because what in the heliante is Caitlyn Clark doing with C4 hair?
No, facts. Like, no, literally. And also question to Benjamin Danielson, like, what were you thinking, my guy? Like, and also what was the AI prompt that you used? What was the AI prompt that you possibly could have used to come up with this result?
And she's in a Indiana Pacers jersey.
That's bro.
Girl.
Wow.
Benjamin.
Ben.
We wanted more for you.
I wanted a lot.
I wanted more for Caitlyn.
This is great.
I wonder if she gets royalties.
I can't.
The sales.
I mean, the only thing they got right was her number.
Oh my God. No, because like, so speaking of Sephora.
This is a crime, by the way. This has to be a crime of some sort of type.
I don't know what it's something about it's racist.
This is so racist.
I don't know.
It has to be. It's so wrong.
Something about it. But like, I don't know. It's just a funny thing that people are trying to capitalize on Caitlyn Clark in a number of different ways. And this is just a different example of that, where it's like Caitlyn Clark is probably like a Fenty shade 100. And then Caitlyn Dark in the book is like pushing 480. Pushing 480.
Like, I'm like, my brain is still racking right now as I'm like re-looking at the cover because I saw this cover too and I swear it was a different cover before. I could have sworn
someone called the police.
No, and it was still a player that was definitely a little too dark to be the real Caitlyn Clark resemblance.
Yeah, it was like Caitlyn Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like Caitlyn kind of closest to me. And then now I'm re-looking at the cover. I'm like, how did you go from Puerto Rican to straight up like Nigerian?
Honestly, I brought this up to be like, you can be an author too, Savannah.
Yeah, I'm crying. I hope I'm not this type of author.
Don't let any roadblocks discourage.
Listen, I do love ChatGPT, but not this much.
We're not breaking down. We're building up.
We're building up. We are building up from this for sure.
Okay, we've been at this for quite a while,
All
so
right.
let's wrap it up with our spelling bee.
Yes.
And do you want to preface that?
Yes, please. Okay, so basically the other day, Caitlyn Clark. I'm saying Caitlyn Clark. Oh my gosh. Okay, the other day, Paige Beckers was asked to spell mischievous.
I think it was like a media day thing, and she was doing it on a whiteboard.
On a whiteboard with her teammate.
Yeah.
And she spelt it with a Y instead of an I.
Mischievous.
Yeah. And so Ashley scared me with this idea, but Ashley called me. She was like, Savannah, what if we did a spelling bee to test our spelling? Because, you know, we can't make fun of somebody misspelling the word mischievous if we can't spell.
Right.
So,
I mean, we can. But it's just hypocritical as hell.
It's so hypocritical. We can. I swear we can. Anyway, I hired my little sister for this.
Love it.
I gave her one job and one job only. She's here on set, and she's going to give us some words. I begged her to make them easy to begin with to build up our confidence.
Okay.
And then make them progressively harder.
Okay.
So we're going to have a spelling bee.
Without further ado.
Asia,
I'm stressed.
lay it on us.
Okay, hold on. I need to write it down on account of my
I'm going to type it.
No, because you have autocorrect.
Oh.
You can't. I'll get you a paper.
Is there an extra pen?
Not you trying to be a cheater who cheats. Off the jump. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Exactly.
Savannah, that's actually what's in Savannah's Instagram bio.
Yeah, facts.
All right. Let's
we got a pen. Thank you, Nadine.
I'm scared.
Okay.
All right, Asia. What's our first word, dear?
Okay. First word is easy. Luge.
Is what?
Luge.
Both of us went like this.
Say it one more time.
Yeah. Okay. Don't look.
Can you say it in a sentence?
At the Olympics, they luge down the track.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, I think I got it. How many letters is this?
I'm going to do my...
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
I think I already did. I think I'm... Okay, also, we'll have, like, the word
We're going
to
read it out. We're going to read it
read it out?
You read it out. Yeah.
Like, 4?
No, 5.
5.
4 letters.
It's not...
Asia, you're just fucking up. This is your chance to get
This
your
is
lick back for
definitely-
something, I'm sure. All right.
No.
Savannah, time's up.
No, I definitely got this wrong.
Okay, you want to spell first?
I want to spell it with 5. That's my problem. And you said 4. So this is definitely wrong.
You got to read it.
Okay,
time's
no.
up.
No.
Yeah, go.
I can't. This is embarrassing.
have to.
Okay, L-O.
No.
Wow. Already wrong. Never mind. I give up. I don't want to
Luge.
play this game anymore.
Luge. L-U-G-E. Luge.
Correct.
Wow.
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, I was going with like the ooh,
L-O-U?
The
Yeah.
L-O-U.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, no.
No.
Savannah, please. All right.
That's a cross. That's an X.
Word
Okay.
two- word two.
All right. I'll get back in this. Let's do this.
Okay. Pugilism.
Girl, what?
What?
Second word.
I said build up our confidence.
What?
It's easier than you think.
What? Okay, say it again.
Pugilism.
What is that? Can you say it in a sentence?
Pugilism.
Yeah.
Wait, can you say it in a sentence?
It is the official word for boxing.
It is the official word for boxing.
That's good to know.
Pugilism.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be the only way. It's the only correct answer. Is the one on my paper. And I'm going to be confident about it.
I'm going to
You want
stick
me to go
beside
first?
it. I'm going to stick beside it.
You want me to go first?
I'm going to stick beside it.
Pugilism. P-E-W-D.
Pew pew. Pugilism.
Is that wrong?
That's wrong.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
P-U-D. No? D? I thought there was a secret D in there.
You're on your way, though.
P-U-G.
Yes.
Oh, there's no-
U-L-I-S.
I added a little secret D in there too.
L-S-N?
A
Oh, I was wrong several
Wait,
times.
is it
How do you spell
A-
it?
It's P-U-G-I-L-I-S-M.
P-U-G.
Oh, pugilism? Girl. But we learned something new. The official word of boxing.
Boxing
Pugilism.
equals boxing.
I'm going to puge you out.
We'll take it to the rim so we can do some pugilism.
Yeah, like absolutely not.
That's crazy. I would have never
No, not
guessed that.
boxing out. Boxing.
Boxing. No, I know. Like
Take it to the
the
rim.
sport.
Oh, I thought you said the rim.
No, I said the ring.
I was like, this girl's always trying to get
Take it to
rebounds.
the ring.
Yeah.
Well, that too. I'll still box you.
4 words, right?
Oh my god.
4.
Sure.
This is stressful.
1-0.
All right.
To be clear.
Oh, wow.
Write that down.
Competitive.
1-0.
Okay.
Getting harder.
Yep.
All right.
Are you an academic?
She is. Harder.
Harder than pugilism. It's not even a real word.
Right?
Next word is synovitis.
Okay.
Asia.
Fired. Actually revoke your internship.
Take one. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Say it again.
Synovitis.
Can you say it in a sentence?
Yeah. I went to physio and they said I have synovitis.
Okay.
Synovitis.
Synovitis.
Ooh, thank you for that.
That was a trick.
That was a great
I
one.
think it was a trick or a clue. I can't tell. Okay, I'm ready.
I can't.
Does it start with a C?
It does not.
Okay, I'd like to try again.
Stop it!
Okay, synovitis. S-I-N-O-V-I-T-U-S.
Incorrect. The first part.
Was wrong?
Yeah.
Is it Y? S-Y-N?
Yeah.
I spelled mine with an
SYNOVTUS?
I as well.
Is it SYNOVITUS?
Yeah.
OVITUS?
TIS. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have an I. I was gonna say give me a half point, but okay.
Okay. I
thought this was gonna
spelled
be.
mine basically the same way.
This is somehow derogatory. It's against women. I don't know how.
This feels like women hate.
Yeah, it's fine.
Women on women crime, really.
If you're a misogynist, just
Yeah.
say that, Asia.
Asia, if you hate me, just let me know. Okay, I get it.
Well,
Like,
that's
I
a
picked
given.
on you as a kid, but like we're over that.
All
now.
right, fourth and final word. 1-0. This is your chance to tie. This is your PK.
Okay. Clutch.
This is your PK.
Let's do this.
All right, guys. Fourth word. Camaraderie.
Oh God. Okay.
I hope I got this right.
This is wrong. Hold on.
I hope I got
I
this.
am sweating.
Oh. Got it.
Do you? Okay, you go first.
I think I got it. Okay. COMMOD.
When she's wrong,
A.
stop her.
No, that's incorrect.
When was she
Whoa.
wrong? After the M? Double. Okay. So okay. So let's do this together. I think I got it. Maybe. COMMAD.
She said there's no CO. There's no O.
CA?
Yeah.
Camaraderie?
Camaraderie?
Camaraderie.
No way. Sabrina Carpenter never said it like that.
Def not. Camaraderie. Yo,
Are you talking about Friends?
I give up. See, the pen gives up. The pen gives up. That's crazy.
No, it's not CA.
No, let me Google.
COMRADERY.
No, this is a sports definition. It's like camaraderie.
Oh, another form. CA.
I see what she's saying.
Thank you for your service. Please tender your resignation at the door. Someone
the
is waiting
door.
with a Cinderella Stories tote.
Security will let you out.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Okay, wrap it up.
All right.
Wrap it up.
All right.
I am sweating to this
it is
chair.
hot.
I'm stressed.
Ooh, well, because we just did a spelling bee and we got majority of it wrong and I lost.
But I won though, right?
Yeah, you did. Okay, I will say that. We'll give you that.
Luge.
You win
Shout out
this-
to Luge.
To luge. It's not a word you spell, let alone say every day.
I say it all the time.
Do you?
Because
When was the last time you said luge in a sentence? Give me it.
the other day, I said,
I was
instead of skating, do you think we should luge?
Yes, exactly.
I said.
Yeah, I heard the quiver in that.
To a
in that
date. It
sentence.
was a date.
That was yes. I heard the quiver in your voice on
Uh-huh.
that. We should
luge.
luge. Shall we luge? Skip to my luge.
Do you feel like luging?
Skip to my luge.
Yeah,
Okay.
The unknown and one mixtape guy. Skip to my luge. He was from Minnesota.
Was he?
No.
I was gonna say I can't even take you seriously no more. Okay, this has to be. We were gonna play start bench cut. We'll save it
No.
for next episode. All right. Thank you for watching Cinderella Stories. This was so much fun to be back in the studio. I don't know how you felt about this episode.
I felt
but
great about it.
Me too.
I think this show's gonna be electric.
Yeah.
And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.
And the crazy part is that I didn't even bring the buttons. Well, the buttons are in my purse, but I didn't bring them out. So next episode, the buttons are coming back.
buttons are back, babe.
Oof, back and better than ever. Thank you guys for watching Cinderella Stories. Tune in to next week's episode. And then also don't forget to follow, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, etc., etc. All right. You know the deal.
It's your girlfriend's favorite podcast.
Your girlfriend's favorite podcast. See ya.